Good noon, Will. This is Ivan Mayer. It's 11:30. Right now it's not too dark, so I'm going to make the video with the sunlight, and if it gets dark, I'll put the lights on. I'm off today again. I had 3 days off straight, man. So tomorrow I should be working at Go40. I'm good now because I had 3 days off. The boss cut my hours. I don't know what's going on here, but I mean... The boss cut my hours. He cut my hours. Which is my next paycheck will be shitty. I might get maybe $400 next paycheck. I only worked like 4 shifts. Made like $400. Shitty paycheck next paycheck, yeah, man. Yeah. I was supposed to work today. I was supposed to work Friday and today, and the boss said no. Why do you think he said no, Ivan? It was probably slow this week. The business was probably a bit down this week. It was a bit slow, that's why he cut my hours. Yeah. Anthony's alone today. I feel bad for him. Working alone is not fun. Yeah. Ivan, you like wearing the same clothes when you make your videos? Yeah, I do. I wear the same clothes for maybe 3-4 videos and I change it up. Yeah. Yeah, but my Skyscraper team gonna be top notch, guys. Better than Hollywood, man. Ivan, you gonna start any other businesses? No, I won't. I might do racing on the side though. I might build my own track on my property. I do racing on the side, but it's not my main job. My main job is movies. And I might open up a bar maybe, but a bar. Like a big bar. But that's the only thing I might consider investing in. The Skies Entertainment is good enough, and I'm making enough money off Skies Entertainment. So, the movie where she gave is enough money for me. I said, no, we don't need more money. We can make more, but I mean, it's enough money. Like owning a hotel, building a park, owning a restaurant's risky. Even though I have the keys and the world knows about it, I can still lose money. Whereas art, I'll make my money. Movies and games, I'll make my money back. That's glory, hence people will pay for that. Whereas no one will really care about a park. A lot of people will go to the park, but there's a high chance you could lose money. No one really cares about an Ivan hotel. No one really cares about an Ivan restaurant. I'm not going to invest money in that stuff, Sarah. But I might open up a bar in Vancouver. A nice bar, yeah. Like, sweetie, I'm thinking of opening a bar. Do you want to open up a bar? Sure, we can open up a bar, anyways. For a good like $2 million, I can open up my own like big bar in Vancouver. But that's risky too. I might lose money, yeah. No one really cares about Ivan BJ bar, right? So it's risky. But a $2 million investment, I can make my money back. Even if I make $100,000 a year owning it, in 20 years I'll make my money back. But a $2 million investment for a bar, you're expecting to earn at least 100,000+ a year around there, 150K a year owning that business, right? So if you can earn $200,000 a year after profits, in 10 years you recoup your $2 million investment. It's a good investment, obviously. But I'm probably not gonna build the bar. I'll just do Skies Entertainment and racing on the side. That's it. There. Yeah. Yeah. And Zane's I'll make for $1.6 billion. I'll fund it with my own cash. There's a saying in Hollywood, never finance it yourself. I'm the exception. I have the keys. It's not a risky investment. I have the keys to the kingdom. I'm special. I'll make my money back. Yeah, think about a lot of directors in Hollywood are loaded and they never fund their movie. Why? Because it's risky. It's a risky business, the movies. There's a saying, never self-finance your own movie. Because there's a high chance you can lose your money. That's why most people don't self-finance. They look for, they find other people to fund the movie for them. The directors go to the studio heads to fund the movie for them. The only one who took that risk is George Lucas. He self-financed his films. Star Wars: A New Hope was financed by Fox. After that, George Lucas self-financed all his movies. He took the risk because he self-financed it. He owned the brand, and he made his money back. Obviously, George Lucas, because his Star Wars movies made a lot of money at the box office. Like Francis Coppola, whatever his name is, self-financed Megalopolis, and Megalopolis flopped, so he didn't get a return. He lost money. And that's why self-financing movies is very risky in the Hollywood in the entertainment industry. But I'm the exception because I have the keys. I'm special. So I don't have to worry about taking loans, finding people for my movie. I fund it myself. I have the keys to the kingdom. I'll make my money back. It's a good investment. I'm sorry. I'll make my money back easy. I have the keys. I'm special. I have the keys to the kingdom. But George might tell me, Ivan, you should take a loan. I'm like, no, George, I'm not taking a loan. Yeah, if it's not risky for you, you have the keys. Yeah, I have the keys. It's not risky. It's like George Lucas investing in Star Wars was not risky because Star Wars, by the time Empire came out, Star Wars was already an established popular brand. So George knew he would make his money back because Star Wars became a huge hit when it came out in 1977. It became an established popular brand, and George knew he'd make his money back. Obviously, he self-financed all the prequels. He self-financed the original two, but not the first one. The first one, Fox financed that. The second one, George Lucas self-financed everything himself. That's why he maintained control of his brand. Obviously. Remember how he's like, if you own the movie, you make a lot of money, but you have to own it. But you gotta put the money, take the risk, and put the money in. Yeah. Because I didn't sell the gates, I wrote my book. I now own the movie rights for Zanus, the merchandise rights, and the game rights. It's all mine. All that money goes to me. No, Ivan's so boss, man. He's funding the movie with his own cash out. My own cash, man. $1.6 billion for Zanus. Yeah. $410 million towards salaries and 1.2 something billion towards the movie. It's a huge budget, man. Towards the 3 movies. Yeah, that's a massive budget. Blowing Hollywood out of the water. Yeah, man. Yeah. Where technology will be unheard of, yeah, it's gonna blow James Cameron's Avatar out of the water. Well, maybe not blow it out of the water. It'll be pretty close, but it'll be better than James Cameron's Avatar. James Cameron's Avatar 1 was only made for like, I don't know, 200 million or something like that. The second one was made for like, I think 350 million. But if you include marketing, it's like 500 million. But marketing doesn't count. That's just money going towards advertising. We're talking about the budget of the movie. The second one was made for like 350 million around there. In my movie, I put in 1.6 billion towards my thing movies. It's blowing Holly out of the water, yeah. Unheard of technology. My movie, yeah, man. So, Sarah? Yeah. Yeah, but if I make, like, let's say 17 billion or something like that, 18 billion, I can put more towards the movie. A bit more. Maybe 1.8 or something like that, but 1.6 is enough. Obviously, but I mean, if I make like 30, 40, 50 billion, I'm going to put maybe 1.8 towards it, and I'll put a bit more. I can afford it now. I know I'm going to make my money back. I'm going to make my tens of millions back, yeah. For now, 1.6, but we'll see how much money I make on my book. If I make like 17, 18, 20, I can put $1.8 billion towards it. A bit more. I said, that's a lot of our money. I'm like, sweet, we're gonna make our money back. I made like 18 million off the board. We're gonna make this money off the movie. We're gonna make our money back. It's a good investment. We get a better movie. But 1.6 is already top notch enough, man. That's already like an amazing movie, man. A lot of money going to an amazing movie, yeah. So sorry. Well, I've inherited them with demons. Yeah, you're looking at literal devils. Because I pour so much money towards the movie, yeah. I'm going to tell the visual team I want the wolves and bats and the crows to be as scary as it can possibly be. Like, okay, they make him into demons. Yeah. Well, right, when the world sees a trailer, they're shocked, like, holy shit. This movie looks sick, man. Everything them are fucking demons. I feel bad for Ivan and the actors. Yeah, they're demons, man. We're going to fight those demons in the movie, man. That's why these actors be legends. They're going to be legends, man. Cinematic legends. And they're going to be world famous. Hence why I launched their careers. Because now they're world famous. The whole world knows about them from Zanus. They can now sell the movies pretty well. Some of them will be able to sell the movies very well. Whether movies do like 700, 800 million, even $1 billion. And some of them, or some of them can sell the movies pretty well. The movie only makes maybe 300, 400 million. on a 100 million budget, they can sell the movies pretty well now. But there's still a slight attention, I told you. And Hollywood might do a reunion thing where they have some of the Xena stars in the same movie to build more buzz, and the movie does maybe $1 billion, $800 million. They're successful now. But there's still a slight tension in Hollywood, whereas we might start with the main event with The Great Escape with Keanu Reeves. I'm saying? That's the point, yeah. That's why they're going to be like, I don't want to go back home. I want to work for you. I'm like, no, man. You're not good for the next movie. You know, my company pays more on average, too. Yeah, John Boyega knows for The Great Escape, if he was in The Great Escape, I can easily pay him his, 10.5, and I can give him, 10, 11 million royalties. In Hollywood, he doesn't make that. Chances are he'll make his 10. After these Hollywood actors are do things, chances are John Boyega might be able to negotiate for maybe his 5, 6, 7 million now. Avondra can negotiate for his 3, 4 million now in Hollywood. 5. Idris Elba can negotiate for maybe 18 million now, 20 million. That's it. And sometimes they might get royalties, but I mean, usually in Hollywood you get your flat 7. That's it. The company pays more in Hollywood, man, on average. It's better company, man, in Hollywood. Yeah. So even though they're pretty successful there, they still feel like shit, yeah. Because their movies are a side tension. They still feel like shit. They're left behind, yeah. They're all gonna be like, yeah, I miss fucking Sky Source, man. I had a blast working for Ivan. So much more fun working in fucking Hollywood, yeah. They're gonna remember the experience for Zanus. The worldwide buzz, everything, yeah. Will you keep tabs on the actors after Zanus? Yeah, I will. I'll be following them a little bit. I'll be following their career a little bit. I'm gonna support them and see the movies on theaters. Whenever they have a movie come out, yeah, so this guy from Zanus has a movie. You want to go see the movie? We support them. Oh, see the movie. Yeah, but they still feel like shit by their side tension. The Great Escape is the main event, not their movies. That's why they feel like shit. They're gonna beg them. But look, man, you're not good for The Great Escape with Keanu Reeves. I keep saying that. You're gonna go back to Hollywood that behind you guys deserve. Okay? Yeah. That's how it works. Yeah. So I'm saying? I want to start skyscrapers in America because I don't want to live in America. I don't want to do that annoying paperwork, man, to become an American citizen and all that stuff. No, I'm already a Canadian citizen. Everything's easy for me. I don't want to do that paperwork. Same time, the States is not for me. It's very crowded and it's pretty filthy over there compared to Canada. Canada's more beautiful and it's not as filthy as the States. And it's cleaner up here. And Canada's my home. I was born here. I want to live. My dream place to live is Vancouver, Canada. It's beautiful over there. Vancouver, Canada is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. I want to live there. It's a beautiful city. I don't want to live in the States. The States is too crowded. It's filthy over there. Beautiful country too, but I don't mind visiting the States. Part of my bucket list is to visit places in the States too, but I don't want to live there. I want to live in Canada. when I release my book on Lulu, I'm already a Canadian citizen. Everything's easier for me. I get my money in Canadian. Whereas in the States, I have to do all this annoying paperwork. My significant other, because she's not Canadian, she's American, she has to do the annoying paperwork when we move to Vancouver. That's why I don't want to live in the States. I want to do that annoying paperwork. And Canada's why I want to live in Canada. And I choose where we live because I'm the one who made this money for us. And I saved your fucking ass. Hence, I choose where we live. It's fair. Yeah, I understand. It's for, yeah, but I fucking suffer the consequences. I made this money for you. The least you can do is let me choose where we live. That's fair. Everything else we talk it over with, but I choose where we live. It's fair. Because I saved your ass. And there you go. Like, I don't care where we live. As long as I'm with you, yeah, okay, fine. We're living in Vancouver, Canada. And she'll love Vancouver, Mazina. It's beautiful over there. It's a port city next to the ocean. Beautiful. The view of the mountains is beautiful, man. Next to the Pacific Ocean, yeah. Which is good for my yacht parties. The driver drives in the ocean. We do a party in the ocean. What will be your second choice after Vancouver? Probably Toronto, but Toronto is a little crowded for a Canadian city. It has like 2-something million people living there. But Toronto's not next to the ocean. It's next to Lake Ontario, the Great Lakes in Canada. You can still do a yacht party, but a yacht party in the lake is not as fun as a yacht party in the ocean. The ocean is more fun, right? Vancouver is a port city next to the ocean. That's why it's beautiful over there. Ranked like the most beautiful most beautiful city in Canada. One of the most beautiful cities in Canada and the world too. It's a beautiful city. And that's why it blows my mind that Neotus prefers Miami over Vancouver. I'm like, yeah, Vancouver is ranked the more beautiful city than Miami, and Neotus likes the States better than Canada. He's entitled to his own opinion, but all the people who I've talked to who are Americans who moved to Canada, they all told me they like Canada better than the States. Yeah. Why a lot of people like Canada better than the States? Because Canada is more beautiful up here. And it's less crime, more beautiful, better education system up here in the States. Better healthcare system. The States is a mess. A lot of unemployment, and it's filthy, and it's crowded over there. Beautiful country, obviously. The States is a beautiful country too, but it's not as beautiful as Canada. Canada is ranked, I think, the 3rd most beautiful country in the world. Whereas the States is like 8, 9, 10. Canada is known as being more beautiful than the States. The States is more powerful economically, but Canada is known as being a more beautiful country. It's cleaner up here too. Whereas the States is dirty, it's filthy over there. But it's a very beautiful country too, the States. The States is beautiful too. The States is a beautiful country too, but it's a bit crowded and filthy over there. It's not my take, not my cup of tea, I'm sorry. My sister other will love Vancouver. Vancouver's beautiful. I love Vancouver. It's beautiful up here. I know it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Next to the ocean, yeah. So your 17 have to live in Vancouver? Yes. My 17 have to live in Vancouver. Because I don't want them being affected by the rates. And I don't want them to be away from their family when they work. Obviously. Whereas the crewmen don't have to live in Vancouver. They're contractors. The head chefs don't have to live in Vancouver. Like Eric Rezahaki don't have to live in Vancouver. And I recommend they don't. They might want to live in Vancouver. I want to move to Vancouver. My guys, I recommend you don't. Vancouver is very expensive. A $600,000 house in Vancouver is not that nice of a house. Whereas Hull, Elmer, Gatineau, you can get a beautiful home for $500,000, $400,000. You can get a beautiful home. The houses in Elmer, Hull, and The houses in Elmer, Hall, and Gatineau that are 500, 600K in Hull, Gatineau, and Elmer are like $1 million in Vancouver. Vancouver is very expensive. It's an expensive city to live in. That's why I recommend you don't. They're not going to live there. They're gonna live in Gatineau, Hull, Elmer because they have cheaper houses there. Or maybe Ottawa. But Ottawa is more expensive than Elmer, Hull, and Gatineau. And Ottawa, the houses in Ottawa are not as nice as the ones in Elmer, Hull, and Gatineau. Ottawa has a lot of nice houses, but they're very expensive. Ottawa's expensive. Whereas Hull, Elmer, Gatineau is cheaper for houses. You get a beautiful house for 500, 600K in Hull, Elmer, Gatineau. Especially Elmer. Elmer has a lot of nice houses to buy, man. Yeah. That's why they're gonna buy a house there, obviously. Hull, Gatineau, Elmer, Rezahaki. And Eric will buy a place in Toronto because he lives in Toronto, obviously. Might buy a condo, maybe Eric. A $600,000 condo, $700,000. He can afford a $700,000 condo because he's making his R&D money too. He's making more than Eric and Reza Hackney. Because Eric also has his money from his R&D restaurant that he's making, so he can afford like a $700,000 condo house. But Toronto's very expensive too. I think Toronto's even more expensive than Vancouver. Right? Toronto, I think, is the most expensive city in Canada. And second, I think, is Vancouver. Toronto is very expensive. Toronto is like it's like North Hollywood in Canada. It's like the Hollywood of Canada, Toronto. And Montreal is like the New York of Canada. Yeah. You want to be a model and actor, the best places to go is Toronto and Montreal. Vancouver is also known for that too. That they have a lot of. Vancouver's known for its modeling and acting too, but not as much as Toronto and like Montreal. That's where you go to be a model and an actor. It's Toronto, Montreal, and Canada, obviously. I'm sidetracking. Yeah. Give me a sec, guys. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be back in a sec. Let's get food. We don't want to wait. Alright, I'm back, guys. I have to use the bathroom. I did number 2. Yeah. Number 2. Every time I make videos, I always have to use the bathroom. Well, it's actually funny. Every time I make videos, I have to use the bathroom. Yeah, my sister and I will love Vancouver. It's beautiful over there. And that's where we're living forever. We live in Vancouver, but we're gonna be traveling around the world a lot of times, obviously. Visiting all these countries. We have an endless bucket list. Traveling to all these countries around the world. Yeah. Vancouver's will be starting Skyscraper Entertainment. Skyscraper Entertainment will be a Vancouvian company. A Canadian company in Canada. Skyscraper Entertainment, the Canadian film company. In the bottom. Really fucking nice, yeah. That's my idea for my logo, for my company. Skyscraper Entertainment, the Canadian film company. Yeah, it's really fucking nice. Yeah, on the bottom. No, Paramount says Viacom CBS. Yeah, on the bottom it says the Canadian film company. Something cool like that. Okay, Ivan, and they designed an amazing logo for my company. Yeah. Something like Paramount. I want it to be something like Paramount, guys. With the mountain and everything, it's really fucking cool. The Paramount logo I like. It's pretty cool. The Universal one's nice too with the globe. That's pretty cool too. But yeah. So Eric Reza Hackell paid him a $15,000 bonus, $200,000 a year salary for the 3rd year, $200,000 a year salary for the 4th year, and a $15,000 signing bonus after filming is done, and a $2,000 gift card. So they're making $400,000 for the 2 years, and $30,000 worth of bonuses. So they're pulling in $260,000 around there after taxes for 2 years of work. Because $30K bonus is $18,000 after taxes. And $400K for 2 years of work is $240,000. So yeah, $258,000 they're making. About $260,000 they're making after taxes. Eric Reza. No, they're making $260 because they have a $2,000 gift card. Yeah, $260,000 they're making after taxes. With that money, you can buy a $600,000 house. $600,000 house, you're only paying like $2,700 to $3,000 a month mortgage. You have $260K in your bank, you can easily pay your mortgage for a couple of years, and by time by time like 3 years go by, I fly them back from the Great Escape. They get to $450K. They're $50,000 bonus, and they can still pay their mortgage bills. So I'm saying, because they're probably gonna put like an 18 year, 20 year down payment on their house. So by the time I do the 5 movies, their house is paid off. They pay off their house, and they get their retirement money. They can retire now. So I'm saying, their house will be paid off by the time I do the 5 movies. Yeah. Ivan, thank you. Changed my life. Yeah. And Tony, I'll pay him $100K 3rd year, $100K 4th year, Tony. So I'm saying, the Kobe Watts will be happy and pissed off. Yeah, he will. Because Reza and Hackett are making more than him now, man. And he owns the restaurant. He hired those guys to work for him, and now they're making more than him working for my company. And he owns that restaurant, man. He owns that pretty big restaurant, and they're making more than him now. He probably makes like $70K a year owning Coco Frutti. He doesn't make $200K. He made $200K, he'd be driving a nicer car, and he'd be living in a nicer house. His house is pretty nice. It's not bad. It's a pretty nice house. But his house he owns is probably a $200,000 house he owns. The Coco Frutti boss. He can't afford to get a $600,000 house. He doesn't make enough money. You make $70K, you can't afford a $600,000 house. And if you do, you'll have like no money for yourself paying your bills. Because there's some people who make $60K a year, they buy like a $500,000 house. They can afford to make the monthly payments, but they have to maybe get another job, and they have like no money for themselves. Because all that money is going towards their mortgage and their car bills. Yeah. You want to afford a 500, 600 house, you got to be making 90, 100 plus thousand a year to afford. But a lot of people who make 80K buy 500,000 houses, but it's tough. Life is a bit tough for them. They struggle paying the bills because the mortgage is crazy. Yeah. For your house, right? Yeah. What kind of house do you think Reza Hacker will buy? Probably a 500,000 to 600,000 house they're gonna buy around there. A nice fucking house with an outdoor pool. A nice house they're gonna buy, man. A beautiful house. 500, 600,000 house they buy. Or 700, 800 grand they can afford it, but it's expensive. Like 800 grand, you're paying like I don't know, like 5 grand, probably about 5 grand a month mortgage. That's a good chunk of their money gone. Paying 5 grand a month mortgage. They're gonna be smart with their money. They're probably gonna get 400, 500, 600,000 house. They can afford that. 600,000 maybe they can afford it. You only pay maybe 3 grand a month mortgage. Well, if you're making 10 grand a month, you can easily pay your mortgage and pay your car bills. You get high end $50,000 cars. You get 2 cars. You're paying maybe 1,500 a month for your cars. You still have what, like 5 grand left in your bank. They're rich. They have a lot of money in the bank. Yeah, they're rich. 10 grand a month they're making for saying this, man. That's a lot of money in the bank. And that's why I expect them to work hard for me. I expect them to work hard, yeah. This is not Coco Food where I'm paying you 18 an hour. I'm paying you 200K a year. You guys have to work hard, help with cleaning, help with prepping. You don't have to mop or sweep, but you have to make sure the food's rotated when the order comes in. You have to work hard. I don't pay you 200K. It's like, oh, you have to work hard, man. Especially Hacky. Hacky slacks off Coco Food, but he doesn't do shit. He just makes the bacon and makes the food and he leaves. Yeah. I barely see him clean. He never cleans. Sometimes he'll clean, but he'll clean maybe a little section. That's it. He just makes the bacon, makes the food, and he leaves, man. Whereas Reza actually cleans. He helps with cleaning, and he mops sometimes too. Hacky doesn't do shit at Whole Fruity. He slacks the fuck off. Yeah, you may slack off at Whole Fruity, Hacky. For my company, I don't want you slacking off. I don't want you slacking off, Hacky. I know about. I'll work hard for you. I'll work hard for you, boss. He works hard because they don't want to go back to making 45K at Whole Fruity. They want to be making a lot. They want to make their 200K, $40,000. They want to make that money. That's why they're gonna work hard. Tony doesn't want to go back to making, I don't know, $700 at Whole Foods. No, he wants to make his $100,000. So work hard for me, Tony, because he knows we'll never make this money in this world. Yeah, the chances of making 100, 200K in this world is not high. It's very tough to make that money in this world. It's not easy. So, Sarah, I'm gonna go upstairs and get more coffee, guys. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. Samsara, it's not easy. Yeah, man. So they'll be shocked by the contract. Yeah, they're like, holy shit, this is a massive contract. Thank you, Iron Man. You changed my life, man. This is a lot of money for me and my family. Yeah, you're welcome. Their wives are all happy too. Because I'm going to fly in their wives with them. I'm not going to sign their wives, but the wives will be with them. That way their wives can party up with them at the party. They can dance with their wives at the party. In my house. When I put the music on, they have a good time at the party. So, Sarah, they signed that massive contract. Eric Reza, Hacky, Tony, and I take them out to dinner at Boston Pizza. And they partied up at my house for like 5-6 hours. And I'll fly, the jet will fly them back home. They can sleep it off in the jet. Tony will be drunk. He'll sleep it off in the jet. Reza Hacky will not be drunk. They don't drink. They're Muslim. But they're going to have a good time for the party. They drink their Coke, their 7-Up, and they dance. They have a good time at the party. But they don't drink, though. They're not going to get drunk with me. But Tony drinks. He'll get drunk with me at the party. Yeah, give me a fucking drink. I want to get drunk. He gets wasted and drunk. Yeah, it's actually funny. Can Tony smoke weed? Yeah, if he wants to smoke weed, he can smoke weed if he wants. Weed's legalized in Canada now, so he can bring the weed with him if he wants. I'm gonna have cigars too for Tony. Tony will definitely have, yeah, I mean, give me a Cuban cigar. He smokes a Cuban cigar. I mean, he gets drunk. And Eric Rezahaki and Tony are like, Ivan, this is your house? I'm like, yeah, holy shit, you have a nice place here, Ivan. They're all shocked. Ivan, you have a nice fucking house. I know. You get to party up here. That's a nice perk. Yeah, a nice fucking perk. I'll fly Eric Rezahaki and Tony after I sign the stars. I'll fly those guys in. Second year. Early second year. Yeah. Was the photographers, graphic designers, and web designers, I have to sign those guys early first year because I need them right away. The head chefs I don't need first year. You can sign them early second year. And I'll tell them what I want to serve. This is what I'm serving the cast and crew. And I'm gonna have rent a kitchen. Eric has to train Rezahaki how to make all that food, man. The techniques to make it look beautiful, everything. Yeah, I'm not training. Yeah, Eric trained them. He trains them and they become amazing chefs. Rezahaki, my company. Sam? Yeah. No, I'm serious though, guys. You have to work hard, man. If you don't work hard, I'm not going to be signing with the Great Escape. And you're going to go back to making 45K over fruity. They don't want to go back to making 45K over fruity. That's why I expect Eric Rezahaki and Tony to work hard. Yeah, I'm paying you guys the most out of all the other guys. Yeah, because the other dishwashers, I'm only paying them the 150K. The other chefs, I'm only paying them 150K. Whereas Tony gets his 200K for 2 years, and Eric Rezahaki gets the $400,000 for 2 years. So a $400,000 contract for 2 years is a lot of fucking money. I expect you to work hard. 200K a year is $120,000 after tax. That's a lot of money in your bank. You're making 10 grand a month, and for the Great Escape, you're making like 23,000 a month. I expect you guys to work hard. They will. I'll work hard, boss, and they work really hard. They're getting paid. They're making that moolah, Eric Rezahaki. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes Reza jokes me at work. He's like, Ivan, where's my money? I don't have your money, you know what I'm saying? I don't have your money right now. Yeah, but once I make that money off my book, I can now pay him a lot of money. I can afford to pay him a lot of money. He live a great life with his family. Yeah. Rezahaki might perhaps buy houses next to each other. They become really good friends, and they're like neighbors. They live around the same neighborhood. They might buy a house in the same neighborhood, close by each other's houses. And they're going to become good friends. They're pretty good friends at Coco Fruity, but they're going to become good friends because they're now my two head chefs. So they're going to become good friends. Tony will become good friends with them too. Yeah, because he knows them. He knew them from Coco Fruity, right? He worked with them at Coco Fruity, yeah. Some Sarah. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get more coffee. I'll be back in a sec. Skip it, we don't want to wait. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? Alright guys, I'm back. I went upstairs to get a coffee. The folks want me to shovel the snow. I'll do it after this video, I'll shovel the snow. You want me to shovel the snow outside? I hate shoveling snow. Are you gonna hire your own people to shovel the snow for you? Yeah, I'm gonna hire my own people to shovel the snow for me. I'm gonna hire my own gardening team for my garden and my house. And my building, my studio lot building too. That's if we build the condo on land, or the house on land, or we build it on top of the roof, I don't know. I'm gonna ask myself, do you prefer to build it on land, or you want to build it on top of the roof? The roof thing is cooler, but it's more complex. Oh, let's just build it on land, it's easier, yeah. It's easier. And the roof thing is very complex. You have to do renovations within the building and everything, it's crazy. And you get more privacy if you build it on land, and if you build it on top of the roof, you get less privacy. Yeah. I'll most likely build my house on land. In Vancouver or Vancouver area, near Vancouver, right? Yeah, that's my deal for Eric Razaki, Tony. I expect him to work hard for me. Because I'm paying him a lot of money. Yeah. You have to work hard. And they will, because they're getting paid. I make $200,000, I'd work my ass off. That's a lot of money, man. 10 grand a month you're making. That's a lot of money in my bank. Tony's making $5 grand a month. 5,200 a month. $5 grand a month's a lot of money. Tony's making his $2,500 check. $2,600, $2,700 check every 2 weeks. That's a lot of money in his bank, man. In Coca 40, he makes like $700. Now he's making $2,000, $2,500, $2,600, $2,700 every 2 weeks. That's a lot of money for Tony. He can save up for his house, buy him his charger, his nice $40,000 brand new charger. He can afford it now. Yeah. Yeah. 50 minutes, guys. John, please. I will, man. Don't worry about it. I'm saying he has to give a word. I'm saying, I'm not giving you word. If I ask for a word, you won't give me either. I'm not giving you words. I can give word, John Mayer. He's selfish, man. Yeah. It's actually funny. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah, man. My car will be top notch, better than Hollywood. Yeah, so John May got pay him his $9 million for Zanus. He gets $7 million of the box office royalties. $350. I can give him $350, $400K for the merchandise. He gets $1 million, like $8 for the game. And pay him a bit more for the game. He gets potential earnings in speaking, and he gets side money for $200,000, $4,000 in money for the commercials, interviews, and the magazine photo shoots. It's a good deal for John Mayer. So he signed like an $18, $19 million deal, which is like about a $10.5, $11 million deal in his pounds in England. Because John Mayer lives in England. He doesn't live in America. You want to make more money, John? I recommend you move to America. You'll make more money. But if you live in England, you're making a bit less because pounds are worth a lot more than the Canadian dollar and the American dollar. Pounds are worth a lot of money. That's why he's making a bit less. But he's still making his like 10.5, 11 million deal in pounds. It's a massive deal for John Mayer. In Hollywood, he doesn't make that. He makes like his 2 million and 1.5 million in Hollywood. A-listers, bigger A-listers get like 10 million in Hollywood, man. So John Boyega signed a bigger A-lister contract in Hollywood. It's a massive contract for John Boyega. 11, $10.5 million deal. It's a good deal for John Boyega. Yeah. Yvonne Julius signed like an 11, 12 million in Canadian deal. And he's making like 6 million something after taxes and his agent. A lot of money for Yvonne Julius. Yvonne Julius, I'll pay him 3.5 to 4 million. He gets $5.5 million in the box office royalties. He gets $1.5 million for the game. $204,000 in side money for commercials, photo shoots, and interviews. He gets his $250K for the merch and potential earnings in speaking if I go world touring. He signed a massive deal too of Yvonne Julius, like an 11 million, 12 million deal. It's a massive contract for him, yeah. And you see why my company's blowing out of the water? Yeah, on average, the actors are making more than what they make in Hollywood. All the major stars are making their consistent, like, rich contracts. Like 11, 18, 20 million contracts, man. Hollywood can't afford that, man. Only one guy gets to do one, two other make a little bit of the pie, and everyone else gets peanuts. How it works in Hollywood. I'm sorry. And the man, Jimmo Hounsou himself, I'll pay him at $7.4 million. He gets, I can give him 8.8 million of the box office royalty. That's a good deal for, or I give him 9 or 8.8. That's good for Jimmo Hounsou. That's already a 20.4 million deal. I'll give him like $2 million for the game, 1.9 million, $2 million for the game. He gets $500K for the merch, $204,000 in side money for commercials, photo shoots, and interviews. Potential earnings in speaking. So Jimmo Hounsou signed a 22 something million deal. And Jimmo Hounsou, I think, lives in America. He lives in America, I believe, Jimmo Hounsou. John Boyega lives in England, I know that. Yvonne Julius lives in Vancouver, Canada. Jimmo Hounsou lives in America, I think. Yeah. He's from France, but he lives in America, Jimmo Hounsou. Whereas John Boyega lives in England. Yeah. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? All the Hollywood stars for Zayas are making their consistent rich millions. That's why Peter Jackson will be shocked. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. This is the biggest contract ever for an entire cast. All your actors are making their consistent millions, Ivan. Hollywood can't afford this. I know. Your company blows out of the water, Ivan. Yeah, Ivan, you're smart, man. They're going to work really hard for me. Yeah, they're going to work really hard for you, Peter, because I paid them a lot of money. Yeah, Ivan, my Lord, these actors worked their asses off for me, and they made nothing, Ivan. They made peanuts. And they worked their asses off for me. You don't even imagine how hard these actors are going to work for me, Ivan. Yeah, Peter, they're going to work hard for you. The Lord of the Rings Hobbit crewmen are going to work hard for you. Because they're getting the $150K. And the supervisors are making their $250,000. They're going to work hard for me. They're getting paid. You know what I'm doing. Hence, I'll get a better movie. Yeah, they're going to work really hard for me, yeah. Oscar-worthy performances for the Hollywood actors. He was like, yeah, I mean, if your company was associated with Hollywood, guaranteed these actors will be winning Oscars. I mean, yeah, they'll be winning Oscars because they're going to destroy the role. They're going to lose themselves in character and they destroy the role. They're amazing. You guys are blown away by performance. Holy shit, these actors had an amazing performance. Yeah, because I paid them a lot of money. I spoiled them with perks, man. The photo shoots, the limo services, staying at suites, flying on a private jet, the luxury buffet. They work really hard for me because they're getting spoiled, and I pay them a lot of money. So I'm saying, huh? Yeah. Well, the Hollywood actors' agents will be greedy. Of course they will. John Boyega's agent might ask for a 12 million salary for John. I'm like, nah, man, John's not worth that. I'm not paying him 12. I have to watch it for my budget. I'm not going to pay John Boyega 12. I mean, I'm going to ask like $12 million that month. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, John, you're getting your 9. You're not getting 12. You're not worth that for my movie. That's what I'm saying, huh? He's greedy. They're all greedy, yeah. Yvonne Joy's agent might want $7 million for Yvonne Joy. I'm like, nah, man. He's not getting 7. He's not worth that. He gets I'm not going any higher than 4 for Yvonne Joy. That's good enough. If you don't like it, you're more welcome to work in Hollywood and make less money. Oh, all right, it's a deal. Yeah, I'll give you a good deal. And Jimo Hansu might want maybe 15 million bucks. I'm like, no, Jimo Hansu, you get 10.4. In Hollywood, Jimo Hansu probably makes 2-3 million for his movies. 2 million bucks he makes. He's a smaller age, but he's not that. He's kind of like, hey, he's not that big, so he probably negotiates maybe 2.5 million for his movies. Jimo Hansu, 3 million maybe if he's lucky. I'm paying him 10.4. It's a good deal for him for his base. I'm giving him 8.89 million of the royalties. That's already a 19 million deal. And then 2 million for the game, your 21 million deal. And with your merch money and your side money and your speaking money, you're making about 22 million bucks. You sign a 22 million deal. That's a massive fucking contract. That's how much bigger Asians make the Hollywood for the movies. They make their 20 million for their movies. I'm paying Jimo Hansu a 22 million dollar deal. It's a massive contract for him, yeah. That's my company blows out of the water. Yeah. Blows Hollywood out of the water, yeah. And Peter has to help me sign the stars, or Mel Gibson, whoever I choose. Mel Gibson, if I choose him, will help me sign the stars. Peter, if I choose him, he's going to help me sign the stars. Because he's the executive producer of my movie with me and my significant other. So we're responsible for signing the stars. The visual effects team, cinematographers, and the head chefs and all them, and Tony. Whereas the rest of the crewmen, I'm going to have my president sign those guys. The second year, I got to focus on practicing my lines with my significant other in our house. And then the president signed the rest of the crewmen. They let us know once they sign the people, and we meet up with them at Boston Pizza. We need to take us. We do our party. And we partied up like 5 days a week for, I don't know, like 6-7 months, second year. Some days I'll get drunk, some days I won't get drunk. Some days I'll just get a bit tipsy. I don't feel like getting drunk today, but some days I'll get drunk, some days I won't. Depends on the day, right? And the 17th, you only party up with me twice a week. The rest of the week, it's important you spend time with your family. Because while you're partying up at my house, they're left behind. They feel like shit. So you need to spend time with your family. All right, I want to be a part of the party, I know. But you can't get drunk 5 days a week. It's not good for you. If you don't have the genetics that me and my sister have. Yeah. I can drink as much as I want. I won't get liver disease. I have the genetics. The special genetics that you guys don't have. I'm God. Yeah. I can get drunk as much times as I want. My body will be fine. Whereas you guys, you can get alcohol poisoning and stomach ulcers. I don't want you getting that. That's why you can't get drunk with me 5 days a week. Only twice a week. And the other 3 days, you stay at home, you spend time with your family. They're going to feel like shit because they're left out of the parties. But you still got to party out with me twice a week, which is still pretty good, right? Yeah. 17. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. Like, how would be top notch? 600 million in our house. That's what the George Reeves documentary will be sick. Playing Skyscrapers with George and the reaction video. That's going to be a sick documentary. It's not going to be as good as the behind the scenes of Zanus, but it's going to be a sick documentary. You're going to see me playing Skyscrapers with George. Me and my son are going to be playing Skyscrapers with George. George Lucas walks us through everything we have to do. You know, this is what you have to do when he walks us through everything. Yeah, because I don't know anything about starting a film studio as George does. And George is the best man because he started his own studio independent from the Hollywood system. That's why he's the best man to help me. He walks us through everything. Ivan, this is what you have to do. And he tells us what we have to do. And they're going to film that. The George Reeves documentary will probably be a 3-4 hour documentary. The reaction video might be an hour and a half, 2 hour documentary video. and that will keep you guys going during the couple years of Zanus. I start releasing the trailers for the documentary and the game and the movie, and the world was going crazy. And around like fifth year, I released the documentary. The documentary will be released during post-production. A couple months into post-production, I'll release the pre-production and production of the documentary. Then later on, I release post-production. I might release post-production before the movie gets released. Because it only take the editors maybe like 2 months to edit the doc. It's not that much work, the documentary, because there's not much special effects in it. Whereas the movie will take a long time. But the documentary will take maybe 2-3 months to edit, man. 2 months to edit and they're done. But once it's edited, I'll release it on my website for the world to watch. Some Sarah. And that's when everyone will be going on a frenzy, getting their food, their beer, everything. It's been crazy. Guys, the documentary is available to watch in 1 hour and 2 hours. And everyone around the world goes crazy, and you have this huge thing going on, economically speaking. All these grocery stores, fast food chain restaurants are all busy. Yeah, because the whole world wants to get their food, their popcorn. Some people will get popcorn and candy. Some people will get like Wendy's, McDonald's, Subway, shawarma, Burger King. Some people will get pizza. Some people will get Chinese. Some people will do a barbecue. Some people will get chips. A lot of people will be getting beer. People who drink, they're going to want to have a beer when they watch the documentary. Yeah. All these places are sold out. It's crazy. Especially if you drink beer. And I know you guys are excited for the documentary. If you drink beer, I recommend you get your beer like a day or two before, because the day the documentary is available to watch, that's when you're looking at the crazy frenzy for the beer. Like all these beer stores and everything will be sold out. You're looking at everyone getting beers. I mean, the whole city. They're looking at everyone in that city getting food in every country. Imagine every city in every country is on a frenzy going to stores buying food, looking at huge lines. That's why if you drink beer, I recommend you get it a couple days before, that we don't have to deal with that frenzy. Whereas the food, you can't control that. You want to get takeout, you have to deal with the crazy rush and the customers. Or what you can do is, if you want to just make food at home, is buy food from the store. That way, when the day the dog's going for purchase, you can just make your food at home. You don't have to worry about the crazy food rush. The food rush you can't control, but the beer you can control that. You can get your beer a day or two before the crazy day of the Lord. Some Sarah? The crazy day of the Lord, yeah. That terrible, dreadful day, yeah. Some Sarah? It was gonna be crazy. With the frenzy, man. What will have the craziest frenzy? The documentary, because the documentary is available for the whole world to watch on that at the same time. Even though you have different time zones, it's available for everyone to watch at the exact same time. That's why the frenzy is crazy. The movie frenzy will be crazy too. But not everyone's getting their movie on the same day, so it's not as bad. You guys see what I'm saying here? Not everyone's going to get their movie in the middle of the same day. Some people will get it a week later, 3 days later, 1 day later, 2 weeks later. So it's crazy, but it's not as crazy as a documentary, because the documentary is available to watch for the whole world at the same time. That's why the frenzy is crazy. Some people it's available for them to watch at noon, some people evening, some people nighttime, midnight time. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's all available to watch at the same time. The documentary. Whereas the movie, not everyone's getting on the same day, but it's still crazy for the movie, but it's not as crazy as a documentary, because not everyone's getting the 4K Blu-ray movie on the same day. Some people will get it a day later, some people will get it 3 hours later, some people will get it 2 days later, 2 weeks later, 1 week later. You know what I'm saying? So the George Lucas documentary will be a crazy frenzy, and the documentary for the behind the scenes will be a crazy frenzy. The Rabbit walkthrough will be pretty crazy too. Once that's available, once Rabbit uploads his first video, everyone around the world will be getting food for that too. Because they're looking at the whole world watching Rabbit's walkthrough too. Rabbit's like, sign me up, fam. And I was saying, I'm like, yeah, Rabbit, I'll sign you for the contract. $700,000 deal. Is that a good deal for you, Rabbit? That's a good deal for me, man. Thank you, man. This is nice side money for me to make, yeah. Feed your family, you can pay for your kids' school when they turn 18, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rabbit's already rich, so he probably makes like 500, 600, 700K doing YouTube. But now he's making nice part-time money on the side working for my company. He's richer now. Yeah, he can pay for his kid's school, buy Clementine a car on her 18th birthday, bend a car on his 18th birthday. You know what I'm saying? It's a good deal for Rabbit for his family, right? Feed his family. And I'll become pretty good friends with Rabbit too. Because Rabbit's my walking star. I'll become pretty good friends with him too, yeah. Yeah, Rabbit, I've been watching you since 2012. Since 2012, yeah, I've been watching you for like 20 years now, man. I remember when you were a kid, when you're like 24, 25 years old. Now you're like in your 40s. I remember the days when you didn't have children. Yeah, I remember back in the day. Yeah, because when I saw Robert looking at like he would have been doing YouTube for like 20 plus years. I remember watching him for the first time in 2012. What was the first game you saw on Robert's channel? The Walking Dead Telltale series. That's how I found out about him. And Silent Hill Downpour. I remember watching that in 2012. That was my first time watching Robert. I've been following him since. So I've been watching Robert since 2012. So that's what? That's 12, 13 years now? We're 2025 now, so yeah, it's like 13 years I've been following him on YouTube. Yeah. Crazy how time flies by. Back then I was 20 years old, now I'm 32. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. You really think the greatest hit game will be better than Zane's game? Yeah, it will be, because it's me and my son in modern times. It's a secret agent game. Secret agent games are better than fantasy games. Fantasy games are good, but they tend not to be the greatest games, right? Yeah. Like the Zane's game will be a sick game, but it's not going to be as good as the greatest game. The greatest game will be a better game, more interesting game, is because you're what? You start off as a couple on a run. You get killed. Obviously, you play the prologue. And you have this theme where me and my son, we can't find jobs in New York. I get into a fight at the bar. Whenever I have an interview, they time you. You have to make it there on time. You know, and after that, we get a job in a company. We train. We do like missions and all stuff, and we're on the run from this big criminal organization, like car chases and everything, man. Looking at a sick game for that. Unreal Engine 5 technology, that's to be sick. The Zane's movie will be better than The Great Escape, but the game, I don't think it will be better. I was like, you're doing a Great Escape game? I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit, sign me up, fam. He's all excited, yeah. I might have the Great Escape be multiplayer. I don't know if I'll do the split screen. I might maybe just have one screen, but it's multiplayer. We'll see what happens. I might have it split screen, or they share the same screen. But you play as me, you play as her, as my significant other in the game. And the characters look like us. They sound like us, because we're doing the voice recording work. We're also doing our motion capture technology for the game. Looking at a sick game for that, man. I was like, Raul, we excited. He's like, sign me up, fam. You know what I'm saying? He's all excited for the game. Right, yeah. For the Great Escape, I'll pay him $760,000 for the Great Escape. Right. That's a good raise for him. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why the game might be number one. That's why I'm very greedy with the game. The deal from Microsoft and Sony for the game is 95-5. You guys get 5% of the profits. I get 95% of the profits. That's a good deal, Ivan. Yeah, because yeah. So I want my game to be in your system, available online for purchase once the game is ready, and I'll give you guys 5% of the profits. You can make a lot of money. You're hundreds of millions, whatever it is, and I get 95% of the money. Like, what about 10? I'm like, no, you get 5, I get 95% of the profits. That's a deal for Sony, because I'm going to release my game on Xbox and PlayStation, PS6, Xbox 5 by then, right? So that's my deal for the game. And for the merchandise and movie I sign with Amazon, I get 80, they get 20% of the profits. But if they make me pay for the merch, I'm going to update the deal to 85-15 or 90-10 if Amazon wants to be greedy. They make me pay for the merch. Yeah. No, we want that 20%. You want that 20%, you're paying for the merch. Yeah. So I'm saying? And Amazon can easily afford it. Amazon's a $1 trillion company. Yeah, we can easily afford it. Yeah, you're only going to pay a couple $100 million for the merch, and you're going to make your money back. You're going to make your billions off the merchandise in the game. You're going to make your money back. It's a good deal. You get your 20% of the profits, and me and my son are going to get 80% of the profits for the movie and the merch. And for the game, we get 95%, and Microsoft and Sony get 5% of the money. That's the deal. Some saying? Yeah. So if you're not giving anyone a piece of the game, no. No one's getting any money off the game. The game is probably number one, man. It's probably my number one bestseller. That's why I'm very greedy with the game. But somebody tells you the movie will be off the game, but I will not be surprised if the game is the number one seller. Because the gaming industry is bigger than the movie industry. Bigger than the merchandise industry, bigger than the movie industry. Games. It's huge. The gaming industry is a huge business, man. It's huge, man. Biggest industry in the world. Bigger than movies, bigger than merchandise, man. It's huge. I didn't know that before, but I did some research. Yeah, I went on Google. Yeah, the gaming industry is bigger than the movies and merchandise. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, the game might be number one, man, for my company. It's going to be very popular. Yeah. The world will be going crazy for Rabbids Walkthrough too, man. I'm playing the game. A lot of people are going to be excited to play the game and watch Rabbids Walkthrough, man. You're looking at a sick game for Xenos. Yeah. Unreal Engine 5. Think of a game better than Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed games are pretty good. Some of them are good, some of them are not that good. But the first two Assassin's Creed games are really good. I beat both games. The first one with Altair, the second one with Ezio. I own both games. I beat both games. On PlayStation 3 at the time, right? Yeah, PlayStation 3. Obviously. How much of the Assassin's Creed games did you beat? I beat 5 of them, I think. Yeah, the first one with Altair, the second one with Ezio, the third one was Brotherhood. I beat that one too. And the fourth one was Assassin's Creed 3. I beat that one too. And the fifth one was Assassin's Creed Revelations. That Revelations was terrible, but I beat Revelations too. That's the last one with Ezio. When Ezio's older, Revelations is the last one I beat. And after that, I didn't play any of the other games. After that, so I beat 5 of the games. Yeah. So I'm saying? Yeah, if you think Nia2 Star Wars Theory is a crazy Star Wars fan, nothing. He's a much crazier Zane's fan. Because even though George is famous, he's not me. He's not the son of God. He's not me, man, yeah. That's why Nia2's will become a crazy Zane's fan. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch the documentary with George Lucas. The reaction video. I can't wait for the game. I can't wait for the documentary. I can't behind the scenes. I can't wait for the movie. I can't wait to get to buy the merch. Yeah. And Neotus is rich, so he can easily afford to buy the home merch. He's rich. He's a multi-millionaire, that guy. He's rich. Yeah. I'm gonna have the whole bundle deal for the rich. You buy the entire merch for like $18,000. It's a good deal. You get all the merch shipped to your house for 18 grand. These are for people who are who have a couple $100,000 in their bank, who make a couple $100K a year, or they make their millions or their billions. This is for the rich, not for the average. That deal's for the rich. It's not for the average person. The average person can't afford that. I'm sorry. Right, merchandise. So you'll charge out. It depends on the cost. You have to ask Amazon, how much does it cost you for the entire merch? For the entire merch, Ivan, it costs us a few $1,000s. Okay, you can sell it for $17,000, $16,000, $18,000. That way we make a nice profit for it. Yeah, for the rich, this deal's for the rich. And the average person can get one item at a time. That's for the average person. Whereas for the rich, they can get the whole merch for like 18 grand, 17 grand, 16 grand. These are for the Hollywood celebrities, the famous sport athletes, all the rich people around the world who are billionaires, multi-millionaires. They can easily afford it. So sorry, whereas those who make a couple $100K a year, they can afford it. Yeah. So the bundle deal for the whole merch is for the upper class who make a couple $100,000 a year, the multi-millionaires and the multi-billionaires. That's for those guys. It's not for the average person. The average person can't afford that. I'm sorry. Unless they're stupid and they choose to go in debt and buy the whole merch. But chances are most people are not going to do that. There are some fans who are crazy. They might have 20 grand in their savings and they blow it all on my merch. I recommend you don't do that, man. Don't be stupid with your money. Just throwing it out there, Samsara. Yeah. Because 18 grand to a Hollywood celebrity is pocket change if you have millions in your bank. That's pocket change. Easy to afford it. Because the average person can't afford that. That's too expensive, Samsara. And a lot of rich people will be buying the whole merch. Yeah, fuck it. I'm getting the whole entire merch. All the posters. You get your frame posters, you get all the hot toys, you get all the clothing, you get all the weapons, and like you get your L mugs, you get the whole merch. It's like 16 grand, 17 grand, you get the whole entire merch. And they get to rock the merch, put all the hot toys in their house, make fucking nice, man. My merch. Yeah. Well, when you release the merch, Ivan, a couple months after filming is done, I'm going to release the merchandise. Yeah. The photographers took all the pictures and everything. I told Amazon what I want my merch to be like, and they designed all the merch for me. And now all the hot toys, the posters, the L mugs, everything's ready to be released. Hey, Ivan, the merch is all created. It's ready. It's ready for launch. Okay, and my web designer puts the link. Buy the merchandise here and then link you to Amazon. That's where you buy all your merch. Yeah. So I have two bundle deals for the merch. The posters and L mugs is the one bundle deal. The second bundle deal is to buy the entire merch for like 16, 17, 18 grand for the entire merch. That's a good deal for the rich, obviously. And the average person can buy the merch individually. You want to get a $500 weapon, you can buy your $500 weapon. You want to get your $400 hot toy, you can get your $400 hot toy. You want to get one clothing and one shoes, you can get your one clothing, one shoes if you want. After a few paychecks, right? That's how it works for the average person. Whereas the rich can buy the whole entire merch, no problem. They're multi-millionaires, they can easily afford it. The Hollywood celebrities, right? It's pocket change, the Hollywood celebrity. 16 grand's pocket change, yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. But the actors, the cast and crew all get all the merch sent to their house for free. Everyone who works for my company gets their free merch, which is paid through me and my son will pay for it, obviously. Yeah, you guys get all the merch for free. But the posters, you have to make a choice. I'm not going to give you paper ones and frame ones. No, you have to choose either the frame ones or the paper ones. Everyone will choose them. Yeah, I want the frame ones, Ivan. Everyone chooses the frame ones. So you get your frame 6 posters, your L mugs, your Joe Pipe, you get all the hot toys, you get all the clothing, you get all the weapons you can hang in your house. Obviously. And you also get the kid clothing. I'm also gonna have clothing for kids too, right? Yeah. Like get all that sent to their house for free. And they get their free 4K movie too. Yeah. But if your movie gets damaged and now you have to pay for the movie, I'm not gonna send you a free movie twice. Make sure you take care of the movie, which they will. If your movie gets damaged or something like that, you have to now pay for the movie if you want to buy it again. You know what I'm saying? Which or not, they're gonna take good care of the movie. Obviously, a nice box set, right? Get your free box set sent to your house. You have to tell Amazon, yeah, I want all my cast and crew to be sent all the free merch and the free movie, and you have to give Amazon all the information of where they live, their address, and everything. I'll have my team handle that, and me myself will pay for the. Okay, how much will it cost for us to? How much will it cost? How much will it cost for all the cast and crew to get their free merch? Oh, I don't know. Cost you maybe $800,000, and we pay the $800,000. And the $800,000 we pay you, you keep 100% of that. I won't take a percentage of it because I'm paying you the money. That money, the money I'm paying for the cast and crew to get the free merch, you guys keep 100% of this money. But everything else, we take 80, you take 20. That's the deal. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So if it costs us $800,000, the $800,000 is yours. But like the sales for the customers and everything, we get 80, you get 20% for the merchandise and for the movie. So that's the deal. Okay, Ivan. Yeah, that's the deal. I'm sorry. Yeah. 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 So Peter Jackson, I'll pay him his $85 million base, obviously. So he gets a $10 million bonus for pre-production. He gets a $65 million for the 10 months of shooting, whatever it is. And he gets his $10 million post-winning bonus. He gets a rich $160 million of the merchandise and a rich $650 million of the box office. If I make more than 20, I'll give him $850 million. I've won with the game. I'm like, no, Peter, you're not getting one off the game. This is good enough. You signed your billion, like $76 million deal. This is enough money. $600+ million in your bank. Stop being greedy, man. You're a greedy pig. Can I get an extra $150 of that for the game? I'm like, no, Peter. This is enough. Stop being greedy. I'm sorry. Then Mel, I'll pay him his $56 million base, $10 million bonus, $40 million salary for the 10 months of shooting, and a $6 million post-winning bonus. He gets $55 million for the merchandise, and he gets a rich $340 million of the box office royalties. It's a good deal for Mel Gibson. So Mel Gibson signed his 300-something million American deal. It's a massive contract for Mel Gibson, but it's not the kind of deal Peter signed because Peter's bigger than Mel. So Sarah. Yeah. So Peter's agent will try and push for the game. Yeah, he will. Peter Jackson's agent might try and push for maybe $150 million for the game. I'm like, no, man. Peter's not getting money off the game. He's not involved in the game. I'm not going to pay money for the game. Yeah, but I'm building your brand. I know you are, but what I'm paying you is enough, Peter. You signed a $76 million deal. That's enough. Stop being greedy, man. Ivan, this is the deal. This is what I'm just being an asshole. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Ivan. Sign me up, man. This is a massive contract. This is more than what I made for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, Ivan. I know. I'm paying you more than what you made for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, Peter. Stop being greedy. I'm sorry. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, he signs that contract, Peter. Mel Gibson's the guy. It's a deal. He signs that contract. Yeah, I pay him a lot of money. So sorry. Peter Jackson's contract is the biggest contract ever made, ever signed for any director in movie history, man, in Hollywood history. No director ever signed a deal like that, a $1 billion deal. No, man. Even Steven Spielberg never signed a $1 billion deal. His deals are probably a couple hundred million, but not a $1 billion deal. I'm saying, it's a massive contract for Peter. He's just greedy. And if I pay him $850, he signs like a 1.35, $1.4 billion deal, Peter. I pay him $850 million. Yeah. I'm saying, yeah. It's a massive contract for Peter. And Mel Gibson. That's why Peter will work really, really hard for me. Because he signed his $1 billion plus deal. Walk away with $600 million in his bank after taxes as agent. $1.76 billion deal. Peter Jackson's walking away with like $5, maybe $80 million after taxes because agents taking 10% of Peter's money. Yeah, so Peter Jackson signs a $1.76 billion deal. That's like what? Like I don't know. 640, 650 million after taxes. His agent takes 10% of that. So Peter's walking away like 500, maybe 90 million, $585 million after taxes. His agent's taking like, I don't know, 60 something million of his money. Peter Jackson's agent is making a lot of money off Peter. He's taking 10% of his money, so he's making like 60 million or some of that. Peter's agent from Peter's contract. Yeah. Does Peter get money for the commercials? Yes, he does, but he only gets paid. Peter will only get paid for the commercials for 2 years, first year and second year. Third year, he will not be featured with the actors. He's in Switzerland now. The training attitudes, Peter will not be featured with us. It's just me and the actors, third year. But second year, first year is the 17, Peter and all, Guillermo del Toro and Fran, all them, and Barry Osborne. Second year is me, Peter, with the actors. So Peter gets his $50K first year. He also gets his $50K second year to be featured on the interviews and the ad shoots and everything. What about $200K? I'm like, Peter, no. You get the same amount of money as the actors for the ad shoots and the interviews and the photo shoots. That's good enough for you. That's good side money for you, Peter. And I'll pay you $30K to consult for the game. But you're not involved in the game. You're just consulting with me. That's why I'm not giving any money for the game. I could give money for the game. What I'm paying him is enough, man. He's already making more than enough money. I don't want anyone taking a piece of the game. The game is very sacred to me. The game might be number one. That's why I'm very, very greedy with the game. I don't want anyone taking a piece of the royalties for the game. The movie, I don't mind giving up a little piece of it. The merchandise, I don't mind giving a little piece of it. But for the movie, for the game, it might be number one. I don't want anyone taking a piece of that. I'll think about it. I might give Peter maybe $150 million for the game, but I mean, we'll see what happens. But chances are I'm not, because I'm already signing to his $1 billion plus deal. That's good enough. That's a good enough deal for him. He's just greedy, Peter. He wants more money. He's a greedy pig, Peter. Yeah, he's greedy. He's a greedy pig. He's greedy. Yeah, he's a greedy pig, Peter. Yeah, it's actually funny. He's greedy. Yeah. So he's blind by the ear for the movie. Yeah, he is, man. All he cares about is the movie and his contract. He's blind by the ear for the movie. That's why he might push for lower contracts for the crewmen. 50K is good enough. I heard like Peter. No, don't pay the crewmen 50K. They're gonna quit on you, man. They're gonna slack off. Not gonna work hard for you. They're not going to work as hard for you. They'll work hard, obviously, even if I pay 50K. But you're guaranteed going to catch cheesy shit in your movie like you did for Lord of the Rings. The bad CGI in Return of the King, obviously, and the ladders are putting out of nowhere. You're going to get that for your movie, Peter, if you don't pay these guys good money, man. They have to pay them good money. Well, you don't get that in the movie. Samsara? Yeah. Yeah. Well, Peter worked hard. Yeah, he's going to work his ass off, Peter. Peter's going to work really, really hard, man. He's gonna work his ass off. I'm like, holy shit, Peter's working hard. Yeah, Peter Jackson's working hard, man. Yeah. You see him, he helps me with the script. You know what I'm saying? Peter gets his tea. We lock ourselves in my office and we work on the script with me, Peter, and Fran Guillemot. We work on the script. We write an amazing script together. He was working hard. He's helped me with all the makeup. Yeah, I'm not helping with that. I know everything about the visual effects, all the best stuff in Hollywood. And he helps me out. And he calls. I'm not helping you out with that. He helps me make the calls for the cameras. The best equipment for the cameras, 4K technology in the cameras. Peter, can we put 4K technology in the cameras? Yeah, we can put 4K technology in the cameras. We put 4K technology in the cameras. We can rent the best drones for the high shots. Yeah. The high shot footage, yeah. For the movie. He helps me make the calls for the food. He helped me out. I mean, holy shit, Peter knows his shit. Yeah, I was executive producer for Man Movies. I know about I know about making movies, Ivan, and Peter takes the stress on me, man. And he'll work hard because he got his 10 million bonus, which is a lot of money for pre-production. 10 million bucks is like, I don't know, 13 million in New Zealand money. A lot of money for Peter. He'll work hard. It's a lot of money in his bank. So he's blind by his greed. Yeah, every director in Hollywood is blind by the greed of the movie. Directors in Hollywood are such nerds. All they care about is their own paycheck and the movie, man. That's all they care about. They're nerds, man. Peter is a movie nerd. He's blind by his greed for the movie when it comes to the movie. He's blinded by his greed. And that's why all he cares about is his paycheck and the movie. He's blind by his greed for the movie. That's why he might push for like $700K for Von Jojo. I'm like, Peter, no. Don't pay him, man. He'll be pissed off. Don't pay Von Jojo 700,000, okay? He'll be pissed off. Don't pay him that, Samsara. Don't pay him that, Peter. No, he'll be pissed off, man, Von Jojo. Don't pay him that, Samsara. Yeah. Von Jojo will be angry if I offer him that. Yeah, he will. He'll still work hard for me, but he won't work as hard. Because 700 grand, he's not making that much money. 700 grand for an average person is a shit of money. For a Hollywood celebrity, that's shit. That's shitty money. He's only making, I don't know, with his merch money and all stuff and game money, he's only making maybe $1.3 million or something like that of Von Jojo or something like that. For $1.4 million maybe. Because he's getting his over $5 million for the game. He's not making as much money. He'll work hard. That's still a lot of money, but he won't work as hard. Or if you pay him the contract and want to offer him, he's walking away with like $6 million in his bank. He'll work hard. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money in his bank. He'll work really hard. $6 million is enough for you to retire and last you a lifetime. That's a lot of money in your bank. Retire with that money, man. And Peter, if you want Von Jojo to get his like $200,000 Porsche, $200,000 Spider, whatever it is, and a $400,000 Lamborghini, $500,000 Lamborghini, or Ferrari, you have to make sure he gets paid. That way he can get those cars. His $150,000, $200,000 cars. Or you pay him $700K, Ivan, you can still get like a $80,000 car, Ivan. I know, Peter, but you're being blind by your greed. Pay him a Super Fighter 4. Don't pay him $700K, $600K. He'll be pissed off, Peter. And he won't work as hard for you, Samsara. Peter's like, Ivan, don't worry about it, man. I work in this industry for many years. I'll get him work hard for me. Don't worry about it, Ivan. I know you're worried if we pay him this, he won't work. So trust me, Ivan. I'll get him work hard for me. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Peter, no. Pay him $3 to $4 million. Don't pay him $700K. Don't be cheap, Samsara. My significant other might agree with Peter. Ivan, Peter has a point, man. Von Jojo is not worth a $4 million contract. He's only worth like $700K. My accountant might chime in too when he's like, Ivan, they're right, Ivan. You're overpaying these guys. You know what I'm saying? You might see this document. My guys, I want to talk to you for a sec. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you guys are being greedy animals. You're being greedy pigs. You're being cheap. Ivan, you're being way too generous to start. This is local, man. What you're paying them is way too much. I'm like, guys, do you want my comedy better than Hollywood? Ivan, it is better. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, Peter. Okay. Ivan, 700 grand is a good contract for Von Jojo. Why don't you see it as a good contract, Ivan? My lawyers actors make PMs saying they work hard for me, Ivan. Look at it. Look at his net. He's only worth $1 million. Why are you paying him $3 million? He's not worth that, Ivan. 700K is good enough. I'm like, Peter, I know he's not worth $3 million my movie. Well, my company has hard paying work, and I want him to work hard for me. I don't want him slacking off, man. Ivan, he'll work hard for me. My lawyers actors make nothing and they work hard for me, Ivan. It's a contract for Von Jojo. I'm like, Peter, no. Pay him $2 to $4 million. I'm sorry, stop being cheap. You guys are being cheap and you're being greedy pigs. Ivan, you're being way too generous. You're letting these actors take advantage of you, man. What you're paying them is local, Ivan. I would never pay him this, I'm saying. I would never pay him this, yeah. I'm saying, I'm like, Peter, no. Pay him as you provide $4 million, I'm saying. If I don't tell Peter to pay Avon Joja if he provides $4 million, he's gonna offer him less money. He might offer him maybe $1,800,000, $700,000, $900,000. He thinks that's good because he's blinded by his grief for the movie. Peter cares more about the money going towards the movie and his paycheck. He doesn't really care about the actor's salary because he's blinded by his grief for the movie. Yeah, that's why you gotta tell Peter if he provides $4 million, otherwise he's gonna push for lower salary. Yeah, I'm sorry. $700K is pretty good. It's not bad, obviously, but like it's not that great. I'm saying you want the Zayn stars to make money whereby like the money whereby they made so much money they can get like high end cars and buy a nice house or something like that. You got to make sure they get paid, man. That way they're already rich, but you got to make sure they get paid. That way they work really hard for you when you get a better movie. I know I'm doing. Some saying, yeah. That's my point. I'm sorry. Because Peter signed his $1 billion+ deal, he knows he's taken care of. He signed a master contract. The money Peter makes off Zayas is so much money. He never has to work again. Or he's already rich enough. He never has to work again. The guy's a multi-billionaire. But the money he made off Zayas is so much money, he can retire after that. He can literally hang up the cleats and retire. And just enjoy his life until he passes away like 25 years later. Yeah. He can just retire and enjoy his life. Which he might, by the way. Peter might retire after Zaynus. Yeah, I think I'm going to retire. I made enough money off your movie. I'm going to retire. I made so much gold. I'm so rich now. He's worth his $2+ billion now. He might retire, Peter. Mel Gibson might retire too. They achieved their dream. They got to direct my movie. They experienced that success in Vanity. Now they might just retire. Yeah, I don't want to work in Hollywood anymore. I'm just going to retire. Peter might tell me that, yeah. Or he might still work in Hollywood. We'll see what happens, obviously. Because he's taken care of, he's blind by his greed. He doesn't really care about how much the actors get paid. Because he's blind by his greed for the movie, yeah, Peter. Sarah? He's blind by his greed for the movie, yeah. That's why, Peter, don't be cheap. So I'm saying, pay Avon Joja $4 million. That way they work hard. He works hard for you and destroys the role for Zetas. That's why my skies are going to have better in Hollywood. Anyways, as there is video, I hope you guys enjoy the show. I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to shovel the snow. I'll enjoy the show after with you guys. It's Ivan. I'm signing out. Peace, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this show. Don't hate me, I'm saying. Talk to you soon.